In the previous video, we already have studied about the ambiguous cases of the triangle, when we can create or design the triangle, or in which cases we cannot create or develop or establish or design the triangles. Now in this video we will looking at all the scenarios. We will try to solve some of the questions that if we can create the triangle, then what would be the measurement of that triangle and the other triangles also. So let's solve the first question. The first question says that use the given information, find the unknown angle measure and the side lengths of angle triangle ABC if possible. If more than one triangle is possible, find both sets of the measure. So first of all, try to create a triangle. Let's see here. I am trying to create a triangle. So this is A and the measurement of the A is 64 degree. Okay. Now there is A and there is B. So let's make this B and here it is capital B. Okay. We know that in all the ambiguous cases, it is very important to make the relationship of this angle of this side with the height, right? So until we don't know the height, our hands are tied. Then I explained in the previous video that how can we find out the height using the trigonometric identity. So one more time I am going with the given information. Let's try to understand about the height. So angle A is 64 degree. Name it as A. Here it is capital B and over here it is capital C. And from the C, drop the height. Okay, drop or make a perpendicular line and that would be your height. Okay, so now when you drop the height, what happened that this help you to create a 90-degree angle. Now previously we have studied the side which is opposite to the angle 90, it is said to be hypotenuse and it would be the biggest side. Why? Because it is opposite to the 90 degree. Now the side that is opposite to this angle is said to be the opposite. It's said to be the opposite. Make sure that focus that we have to find out this h. Now we have a formula that is sine theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. And sine, what is my theta? My theta is 64 degree. So I will write here 64 degree. What is my opposite? Opposite to this 64 is said to be h over hypotenuse. So opposite to this one, yani small b, we have given in the question that is small b equals to 50. So the hypotenuse is 50. Now what I have to do, I have to find out my h. How to find out the h? By the cross multiplication, right? Under the sine 64 there is nothing, means 1. So h times 1 gives us h equals sine 64 times 15. But remember that the 64 and 15 cannot be multiplied together because sine 64 is the angle and 15 is the side. Write in the calculator. What you will write? 15 times sine 64. Okay. And you will get 13.48. So h equals to 13.48. Let's try to establish the relation of the height and the A. So A is 13. It's given in the question. And our height is 13.48. Okay. And what is our B? Our B is 15. Okay. So what have we seen? That the height, that the A is smaller than the height, right? When A is smaller than the height, then we have no triangle. So in this case, I cannot create any triangle. The reason is that my height is smaller than the A. So I can write it as that the A is smaller than the height. Let's solve another triangle. So angle A is 20 degree. Let's try to make the angle A. Okay, so here it is A is 20 degree. Now A is 18, yani you have to create the A18 and B 14. So the B is 14. First of all, I have to find out the height. So for that one, I will drop my height over here. This will become my 90 degree. So what is the formula of to find out the height? This is my opposite, right? Opposite to the angle is named as opposite. And opposite to 90 degree named it as hypotenuse. To find the height, my formula is sine theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, this is opposite over hypotenuse. Now sine, what is my theta? My theta is given, that is 20. What is my opposite? This is the height which I have to determine. And what is my hypotenuse? That is 14 in this case. Now cross multiply. So sine 20 times 14, right? So I will write here height times 1 is h times 1 is h and 14 times sine 20. Write in the calculator first that 14 times sine 20 gives me 4.78. So height is 4.78. So I am writing here height equals to 4.78. Now what is the scenarios in this case? In the scenario, my angle is smaller, right? And my A is bigger than the B. Look at this, okay? My 18 is bigger than the B, that is 14, right? B is bigger than A. Okay, but let's see here. So if A is bigger, so of course I can make one triangle like here. And this is the biggest side. So I can make here one triangle. Okay, because A is bigger than the B. Sorry, it is A is 18. So this is A is here and B is here. So A is bigger than the 18. So I can make one triangle. Now what they are asking me to find out? They are asking me to find out the both sets of measure. Let's try to find out the value of the B and the C also. Okay. So how can we find out the B and the C? We know the formula that sine A over A equals to sine B over B equals to sine C over C. Okay, sine. What is capital A? It is 20 degree and small a is 18. Sine B I don't know and small b is 14 and I don't need actually sine C. I will try to find out myself sine C over small c. Okay, so what we will do, the two things sine 20 and 18 are given to me, so I will use this side first to find out my angle B. So I will write here cross multiply, right? When I cross multiply 14 times sine 20, 14 times sine 20 equals to 18 times sine B. So 18 times sine B. Now B I have to find out. Don't write it B alone. It is with the sine. Now I want to find out the sine B first. So I divide both sides by 18. So you all are in grade 10 now. So these basic algebra you should be familiar of. So I will write in the calculator 14 sine 20 and divided by 18. So I will get 0.26607. Okay. So at least write the 4 digits after the decimal. So 266 601. Okay, now as I told you that in order to find the angle B, I have to bring the sine over here. So for that case, I have to take the inverse of the sine. Don't write 1 over sine. No, 1 over sine is different thing. And sine inverse is the different thing, means the reverse of the sine. So 0.2660. Write in the calculator shift sine 0.2660 and your answer will be 15.4 degree. Okay, now I want to find out the other set of the triangle. Okay, I want to find out the both set of measures of the triangles. Okay, so to find out the C, yani two angles are given, 20 is given and angle B is also given, that is 15.4. So to find out the next angle, what I do, I subtract both the angles from the 180 degree. It means 180 minus 20 minus 15.4. So 180 minus 20 minus 15.4. So the answer is 144.6. So this is how I can find out my angle. But if h is in between, so what was our h? H was smallest. Okay. So over here, angle A is acute 82 degree. A and B measurements are given. So the first thing is that we have to find or solve for height. Okay, so I have this over here height. This is 90 degree. Opposite to 90 degree, we named it as hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is here B, which is 20 degree. This is our A, which is 82 degree. Opposite to this one, we said this is the name is opposite. And we name it as height because we have to find out the h. Okay, how can we write it? To find the h, we write the sine theta equal opposite over hypotenuse. Now, what is my theta? My theta is 82 degree. And what is my opposite? My opposite is h and my hypotenuse is 20. I cross multiply, so I get h equals to 20 times sine 82. Write in the calculator. So 20 sine 82, if I write, I get 19.8. Okay, so my height is 19.8. So what is happening that A is less than the height. So A is less than the height. I cannot measure anything. I cannot be able to make any triangle. Okay, so any triangle I cannot make. But let's try this one. That A is bigger than the B. So look here. Right? A is bigger than the B. So if I have A bigger than the B and also bigger than the height, so in that case I can make one triangle. So here I can make one triangle. So what will happen in that case? Let's try to find out the other values of the triangle. So I have a formula, sine A over A equals sine B over B equals to sine C over C. Sine A is 82 degree and small a is 25. Sine B I don't know and small b is 20. Sine C I don't know and small c also I don't know. I will take the first two parts and cross multiply. So I will get 25 sine B equals to 20 times sine 82. I need to find out the sine B, so I divide both sides by 25 and I will get sine B equals to, and write this all in the calculator, that is 20 sine 82 divided by 25, and I will get 0.79. But I don't need to find out sine B, I need to find out the B. So bring the sign here, which means take the inverse of the sign. Better to take 4 digits after the decimal. Sine inverse 0.7922. Write in the calculator, shift sign 0.7922. So it will give us 52.39. So I am just writing 52.4. Now to find out the third angle, angle C, what do? From the 180, we subtract this angle, that is 52.4, and also the next angle, that is 82. Okay, so try to find out 180 minus 52.4 minus 82. So we will get 45.6. So this is our angles, set of angles in the triangle. For the same set, how can we find out the small c? Because the rest we already find. So we knew that sine A is 82 and small a is 25, and sine C will be 45.6 and small c we have to find out. We cross multiply, so we will get C sine 82 equals to 25 times sine 45.6. We divide both sides by sine 82. So what do we get? We get C equals to, write in the calculator, that is 25 sine 45.6 divided by sine 82. So we will get the side as 18.03. So fair enough. So this is how we find all the remaining triangles and sides. Let's make one more. So angle is 106, which means that it is obtuse. If it is obtuse, so the side should be bigger than the other side. Remember that this A should be bigger than the B if the angle is obtuse. Otherwise, we will not be able to find out or to make the triangle. So it means here A is less than B. Okay, so if A is less than B, we cannot make any triangle. So here we will write no triangle. I cannot make any triangle. Okay. So let's review this one also. So here we have AB. Okay, this is 9. Okay, so small b here and capital C here. So let's see here. So AB is 9 and BC it means you have to make it from here. Okay, it is 6.8 and angle BAC is 42 degree. It means this is the case of the acute angles. Okay, so now in order to find it out, first of all, the first thing is that we have to find out the height, right? So how to determine the height? We already discussed that the formula of sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, what is opposite? This angle opposite to that one, it is said to be opposite, and opposite to the 90 degree, it is hypotenuse. So we will write here sine. Theta means angle, which is 42 degree. Opposite, I don't have it, means height. And what is hypotenuse? That is 9. I cross multiply, so height equals to 9 times sine 42. Okay. Cross multiply means going from the row from one side to other. Write in the calculator 9 into sine 42, close the bracket, and the answer is 6.02. So your height is 6.02. Now compare it with your side BC, yani which you want to draw 6.8, right? And the 9. So what happened here, that height is 6.8, height is 6.02. Then comes the side which you want to draw, and then comes the side which already drawn is 9. So the line which you want to draw for the triangle is in between height and the 9, which means there are two possible triangles. Two possible triangles. Now once we figure out that there are two possible triangles, let's try to find out all set of triangles. So here, what is the formula? The formula is sine A over A equals to sine B over B. Let's see here. Sine B over B equals to sine C over C. Okay. Now replace. Sine A is given to us, that is 42, and small a is this one, right? Small a is this one, that is B and C, which is given to us, that is 6.8. Sine B. Sine B is this one, right? We don't know, and opposite to this side also we don't know. Correct? We don't know. But BAC, where is BAC? And here what is AC? And there is BC here. So BC done, and AB is 9. Okay, equals to sine C over C. Now sine small c is 9, right? It is small c which is equal to 9. So the first thing is that we will take this ratio and this ratio to find the one unknown variable. So we will write here sine 42 over 6.8 equals to sine c over 9. We will cross multiply. So we have to find out sine c. So 6.8 times sine c equals to 9 times sine 42. Now we need to find out the sine c first. So we will divide both sides by 6.8. So write in the calculator 9 sine 42 upon 6.8, and write at least 4 digits after the decimal. So sine c equals to 0.8856. Bring the sign here, it means take the inverse of the sign. So sine inverse, and write here 0.8856. Write in the calculator shift sine 0.8856, close the bracket, and we will get 62.3. So it's approximately equals to 62.3. Now what we have to do? We already have find angle C, right? So it's 62.3 right here. So now let's try to find out this angle B. Look at this here. It is what we are saying, 62.3, right? So if this is 62.3, how much this is equal to? We subtract 180 minus, we subtract the 42 and 62.3 from the 180. So we will get capital B. Write in the calculator, that is 180 minus 42 minus 62.3. So we will get 75.7. 75.7. Okay. Now still we have to work on few things, that is we have to find out the value of the B, that is AC. So how can we find out? Take the two things, that is sine 42 over 6.8 equals to sine 75.7 over b. We will cross multiply, yani b times sine 42 equals to 6.8 times sine 75.7. We divide both sides by sine 42. So what do we get? We will get rest of the things, yani 6.8 sine 75.7 divided by sine 42, and it will give us 9.84. So the B is 9.84. Okay, so this one is 9.84. Now can we see one more thing, that here this is 62 point, we found 62.3, right? Okay, have a look here. This one we found 75.7, right? Small a we found that was 6.8, and that is how. But can you see that this is the one triangle? What will happen if the other triangle, which we drop it from here for the 6.8, and it comes over here? So let's try to make it here. Let's make like this. What will happen if it is a kind of a obtuse like this? So what happened in this case? Remember that this angle and these angles are the parallel angles, and they are equivalent to each other. So if they are equal to each other, to determine this angle, what do we do? The total angle is 180, right? So what do we do? From this 180, we will minus the 62.3. So another set of triangle, another set will be 180 minus 62.3, which will give us, I guess, something 117 or what. So 180 minus 62.3. So we will get here 117.7. So if there are two possibilities of the triangle, okay, so if the triangle is acute, so this will be 62.3. If the triangle is this one, so in that case this angle will be 117.7. Now these questions are very hard and very long, okay, so try to understand these questions and practice as much as possible.